Y'all ready for biz?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about fucking anything on here.
That's the sound of the police.
Bitch. Dark horse. Side. Renegade. Vigilante. Got it made. Rebel heart. Underdog. Play the part. They call me an outlaw. Living like an outlaw. They call me an outlaw.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a dark horse.
Practically Friends podcast.
Bad news, bitter pill. When trouble comes, call it what you will. It's my day, I stand tall. I wouldn't have it no other way, no other way. Living like an outlaw. Whoa, whoa, living like an outlaw. Just call me an outlaw. Just call me an outlaw. Just call me an outlaw. Dark horse, renegade, vigilante, got it made. Rebel heart, underdog.
Hello.
Oh shit.
How's it? Everyone's kind of echoing, I think.
I think we're better now.
Okay, yeah. That was. It sounded like a robotic.
That
Well, a robot, I
was
guess.
my fault. I'm trying to be the producer. Nice to meet you, Adam. My name
You
is
as
Kyle.
well, Kyle.
I think
Hi, Kyle.
your boy just told me just now that we actually met at Phoenix Hill one time.
You and I did.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. Okay, so remind me what Phoenix Hill is again.
Phoenix Hill Tavern in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, I remember in college I took my roommate to his 21st birthday weekend, which he wanted to do in Louisville because I went to school in Southern Indiana.
Yeah.
And it was just a disaster. I wanted to get away from it. And I was like, wait, Nate lives sort of close by. And I called him. I was like, Nate, please get me away from this birthday party I helped plan. Like, please. I was like, I planned it for the son of a bitch and I don't want to be here with him anymore. And Nate's like, I'm going to, I don't even remember. It was I don't think it was Cedar. Like, it would have been them performing at that venue, but it was a known band that I
you
knew.
talking about Tantric?
Yes, that's exactly who.
Dude,
yes.
I remember that show. Vaguely.
I do too. Yeah.
That's when I pretty much tried to propose to my ex-wife.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So
she was 3, 4. She was 12,
so hold on, wait, okay, keep going because I don't know where the story's going. She was 3
12,
or 4 or 12.
12 sheets to the wind. And,
okay,
yeah.
good, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say years old. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that.
Whoa, hey, this is a family show.
Oh, of course, excuse me.
with
I was like, this is a family show. Ah, fuck it, no, it's not.
No, you're talking about over there in the tavern on the opposite side of the fucking tiki bar type bullshit that they had.
Yeah, I think so. I know. So I was there the time you almost proposed to your almost wife.
Well, she ended up being my
Almost.
wife, sadly enough.
Oh, she did. Okay, so she did it, but she's no longer your wife.
No. Hell no.
Okay. Oh. Well, hooray! I think I don't know.
Can you hear Nate laughing in the background?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
All right, good.
That is. Yeah, that was okay. I kind of remember that night.
It was a fun night. They were trying to get everybody to go, like, to an after party afterwards.
What? I don't. What? I always go to the after parties. I mean, I don't go to parties anymore.
Saying, like,
but
the band was trying to.
Oh, why didn't we go? Was there a reason?
My almost wife at the time was way too sloppy.
Oh. I mean, like, to go to a band's after party, like, I would be anybody's wife. Like, I would have gone with you. Like, this is my wife. Hey, I'm Adam. Like, I would have done it. Like, just to go to an after.
I'm out.
Just to go to a party, but oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, that was a horrible. It was a horrible event that ended up becoming great because I got to see Nate, and then I crashed at Nate's house. And Nate, you lived in a big skyrise at the time. I remember this.
Yeah, because I lived with them too.
Yeah,
Exactly. And
it was a fucking project.
it was. Nate's like, here we are. I'm like, okay, Nate, let's go to your real house now. Like, this is like
Parkview Towers. Parkview Towers. Parkview Towers.
I was like, oh, is this like where the valet is? Where we go to your house? Like, why are we here?
That's when you need the key to get through the door. And,
Yeah, it was.
And get in the elevator that smelled like drunk piss.
It really did. It was.
100%.
And then all of a sudden, Willy Wonka showed up, and he took us up in a great glass elevator.
I lived there for a while, dude.
Yeah, it was very like, I'm pretty
Poor.
sure. What's that?
Poor.
I you guys saw the original Candyman, right? Like Cabrini Green. It was very Cabrini Green. I'm like, if we take the window out or the mirror out, are we going to see into the other apartment? Like,
Adam, can I just say, Adam?
Yes.
I'm able to see Nate right now across my studio, and you got him laughing so hard that he almost spilled a little bit of his drink.
Yes. Have we started recording yet? I don't know how this works.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure
no.
if this was... Okay, I didn't know when we started.
I'm going to fix it up.
Okay, good.
It's all right.
Okay, good, because I've already got so much good material. I'm like, I hope we're not, like, precursoring, because I run, like, I don't know, I'll crash real fast. But the apartment, yeah, and we watched one of the
Mini movies he had on hard copy.
That was it, and I remember it was one of the American Pie spinoffs. Like, this is how fucked my memory is.
Okay.
Like, I went to school, like, people are like, when did Columbus sail the ocean blue? I'm like, I don't know, but Wedding Crashers came out July 15th, 2005. Like, I don't know, like, I know this random shit.
Here's the thing, Adam. He has, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but your friend here, Nate, has his own, I'm not going to be able, wait, I will. He has his own little segment here. You know, like, it's about movie and game reviews, and we call it Down in Front. see if you can hear this.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
We'll send it to you.
All right, I'll take a listen. So Nate and I have a love for movies. I don't know if that's how he told you that he and I met. We met at so he and I met at what was the AMC on the far south side of Indianapolis, where I grew up. And we met. Nate started a couple months after I did in 2005. They hired Nate for the release of Revenge of the Sith. I remember this very well. And it was it was love at first sight, or whatever straight people have. Like, it was very. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Do straight men love things? I don't
Romance
know.
at first sight.
Okay, that's what it's called. Yeah, I don't know.
Romance at first love.
No,
I don't know. I just look like everyone I look at who like I have an attraction
What do-
to. I'm
what
like,
do you
hey,
say,
maybe they'll
Nate?
marry me.
I hate everything and everyone.
That's
But
probably
not
what
me.
you. Oh. That's probably why I gravitated towards them, and that's probably why you gravitated towards them.
Because we're angry, bitter old men who used to be angry, bitter young men.
Yeah.
And we're like, Nate gets us. And
The only thing is that I like
Nate,
the women's.
I'm about ran out of men, so I think I'm gonna be.
Oh, are you gonna try to be straight?
No, I don't know. Maybe. No, I don't know.
It's not really a choice, though, right?
Exactly. Wait a minute. Hey. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry I didn't care for it. It just didn't put no toot in my horn.
That one you may have to edit out. That one actually you're gonna really have to edit out. That one cannot go on because I will get my ass handed to me. Not in the fun
Literally
way.
or figuratively?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hated it.
No, it's interesting. So now, like, I live in Orlando, which is like
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I love it, but it's supposed to be second to San Francisco for like the gayest city in America, and I still can't find anyone. And I'm like, all right, I think something's wrong.
What the hell's wrong with the society now that a decent gay guy can't find another decent gay guy?
Decent, maybe gay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, but like it's like
Gay all
I mean, I
day,
don't-
decent.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Decent only sometimes.
So here's the thing. My question is that you're having the same kind of problems dating around as us, like lonely older guys, like straight guys.
I don't know a lot of lonely straight guys who are hooking up randomly on Grindr. Actually, take that back. I
obviously
do.
not.
Take that back. I do. Trust me, the men down the street are all married. They're like, hey, so my wife's gone. I'm like, well, I'm tired. But like, it's like, so no, it is. Yeah, it is. You know, dating problems are very universal. It's very true. But I don't know. I'm more. My stuff just comes from like insecurities and like I'm just like so like too insecure to date. So if anyone ever like comes up to me and like they're like, hey, I find you attractive, I'm like, I hope your house burns down, like because I'm like so because I'm like I can't like it's like some weird knee jerk reaction from like years of bullying and abuse that like I
Okay,
can't.
so before we get too off track, I want to hear the final thing about how you and Nate met, and I think Nate has a question, and then I have a question right after that.
All right, let's get the questions out of the way. Nate, I'll field yours first.
What's it like living so close to Walt Disney World?
What's the what?
What's it like living so close to Walt Disney World?
Oh, what's it? So it is really fun. So I actually lived on the far west side. I actually lived. I don't know. I can't explain Orlando geography, but I lived close enough to Universal that during the height of the shutdown, I got so cabin fever, I just walked to Universal and back because I just needed to get out.
Are you
there was
close
no traffic.
to Kissimmee?
No, it's all relatively close, but not close.
Geneva?
No, I don't know Geneva.
Okay.
I know Geneva, Illinois, and I'm not close to that.
No, I used to live
but-
down there in Sarasota, is what I'm asking.
Oh, how cool. Yeah, I haven't spent much time in Kissimmee. That's maybe like 45 minutes. What, Nate?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I heard Nate. No, it is really cool. What was really fun is I lived in this craptastic apartment on the west side, and you could actually see, I would sit on my balcony on Sunday nights, and they don't do full-fledged fireworks at Universal, but almost every night they shoot off these little fireworks behind the Hogwarts castle, and I could see those from my balcony.
That sounds like Nate's dream.
It was really cool. Like you could see that, and you can hear the fireworks from Disney from that side. I can't really hear them on this side, but when I was down there, it was around 8 o'clock. You would hear, or 9 o'clock, you would hear fireworks. You'd hear these loud, like, hollow booms from a distance. I'm like, oh, Magic Kingdom's closing. And what was really fun, here is some inside baseball I will give you.
Okay.
You would hear randomly, at sometimes, you would hear fireworks in the middle of the night. Because I work night, so bedtime for me is not until 4 or 5 in the morning anyway. And you would hear loud booms at 2 or 3 in the morning that were very distinctly Disney fireworks. So I live in, so I would hear it like 2 in the morning. I would hear these fireworks going off. And I would, let me start over. I would hear these fireworks at like 2 in the morning, and I would be like, well, there's nothing open. And then maybe a week and a half later, I would see a brand new commercial for Disney and Magic Kingdom on Hulu. Because you know those commercials you see for any theme park where it's like they're all happy and like the crowds aren't horrible and people are walking through Toy Story Land, you know, by themselves. Those are not being filmed during daylight hours. So what they were doing is they were filming.
Actors. We all know
they're
that.
all actors. I know, because I actually was signed when I first moved here. I was signed by a casting agency that I did a Disney Plus show for, and The Right Stuff. So
what's that?
Yeah, it's a remake of the movie from, I don't remember however long it was, but it's the remake of the movie. It's the one about Neil Armstrong and Alan Shepard and them getting into space. It was a remake of the movie for that. So I was actually the body. Yeah. So I was actually the body double.
There was the mini series, and then there was the actual documentary.
Correct. Yeah, I was in the mini series. So I know it's pretty crazy
On our podcast, guys.
I mean, you can see my gloved hands, and you can see my. You can see my regular hands. So when I showed up, they needed people to play. There's a scene where these handymen are lowering a capsule down after some failed launch or something, and I didn't quite look at that part, but 20 pounds ago, if you squint your eyes, I kind of look like J. Patrick Adams from afar. He was on Suits. I think. What's that?
Nothing.
Did you say hot? I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, and then him, and then another, I can't remember the other guy's name, but he was on something. He's been in a few things. I'm like, holy shit, I can body double for him. Maybe my body dysmorphia needs to fuck off. Like, if I'm looking like these people, maybe I'm doing okay. But yeah, so 20 pounds ago, like, I look like Patrick J. Adams. And they saw me and they're like, okay, we actually need this guy for, like, him, for standing in for him. So my face isn't in there, but basically, like, from my neck down is me. There's a shot where Alan Shepard takes a photo of a scantily clad woman down off the thing that they tape on. That was me, and that was really hard to do when
taking a picture down?
Yeah, in astronaut gloves, it is. Like, it's very hard with astronaut gloves.
Okay.
Because you have to grab it the right way. Well, I was so nervous that I couldn't do it, because I was actually in a capsule, and I was in that capsule for like 3 hours. And I had like a pillow behind me and everything, and I had actually had an assistant for the day. I was like, bring me some water. Like, I was very like, I will not act.
Require miso soup now.
I was very Mariah Carey. I was like, I will not act if there are red M&Ms in this room.
Oh my God! Yeah, if
like,
I didn't already know that you were gay, that would be a gay thing.
Yeah, surprise!
I was so Mariah Carey just now.
But I
Don't
had
make
to
me turn pink.
So I had to take the photo down, and I couldn't grab it because the gloves were they were wonky. So I tried to grab it the first time, and I ripped it, because it was taped on there. And the way you have to grab it, because you had to grab it like 3 or 4 times. First time I did, I grabbed it wrong, and I ripped it. And they were like, "What? How did that happen?" I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Please don't beat me." And like, they had to. They were so nice, and they were so sweet, because I was like, I've never done anything like this before. Like, I made movies in college with my boyfriend, but those you don't want to see. That's the only like acting I've done. And they were like, "Well, we have a rip in it now. So for continuity purposes, we have to go find a way to print a new one. So I had to sit there for like an extra 30 minutes because they had to go find a printer. They had to go find the photo. Then they had to go back and put it on. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done because I'm like, please do not rip it again. Please don't. So they call action, and then I take it off seamlessly. I grabbed it by the tape instead of grabbing it by the paper. So I like grabbed it, pulled it down. no, tape.
Oh, okay.
Tape, yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I was like, so I grabbed it from. Yeah, that's. I won't make references, but yes, that was.
No,
that
safe
was,
space, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We talk about dirty shit on here all the time.
I love it. So that was my experience. That was like the big story. And then the first one, like I had to unravel a paper and I couldn't do it right. And if you notice in episode 2 or 3, he tries to open a paper that talks about a church service. It's wrinkled all to hell because
you couldn't get it down.
Because I couldn't get it. And they're like, we're not going to get a new one. Just do it right. And
it's going to be wrinkled. Let's just write around it.
Just right around it, it was wrinkled. And I actually have on my right hand, I have a really prominent scar on my right hand. It's very, very prominent, especially
from tape?
Out in the sun. No, yeah. I told you they were so mad at me. They just they said one more
you
time, Adam.
Toby. You named Toby.
No, but they actually it's like the lamest excuse for a scar. Like I had a pet rabbit in college, not like a vibrator, like a bunny rabbit. I mean, I had a vibrator too, but like the pet bunny rabbit is the one that scratched me, and it's not like. I love it. Is that who Flap is?
That's
that?
me.
Okay. But like
Keep going. It's the best story I've ever heard.
It's not even that funny. Like, it's the wussiest. Like, people are like, man, I got these scars because I got jumped. No, I came home
I got a
drunk.
sex toy that injured me.
But it wasn't. It was a cuddly. It was a cuddly bunny rabbit who lived in a cage. His name was Frank, after the rabbit in Donnie Darko. And I thought it'd be a good idea to give him some cuddles. He didn't want cuddles that night, and he just like totally like Wolverine my ass and scratched my hand.
Whoa! And
I have still to this day a very prominent scar on my hand. I don't know how. I think it's really bad. I don't know. I probably have like hepatitis from it and don't know it. Like, because I just like, oh, just it's just a flesh wound. So I never did anything about it. So I have this really prominent scar on my hand. And in the show, you can see that it is my hand because you can see this scar from my rabbit.
That's why we're not doing video.
No. I'm also like, when I like talk and like get into a story, like I can't sit still. So I'm like kind of like standing and like moving around.
That's probably why me and you gravitated towards Nate, because once I get going, I can't stop.
Yeah. Nate has so many fun stories.
He's here though.
I know, like Nate, like, and I'm like, I'm trying, like, I'm like speaking for him. My client will tell his story when he's ready.
Yeah.
No, like Nate knew me when I was really young, and
where did y'all officially meet though? Like high school or?
No, it's at the AMC. Nate's 2 years younger than me, so I was still
AMC. What's that?
Oh, the movie theater.
I'm 2 years older than you.
That's what I said. Yeah, you're 2 years older than me. Because you were class of 05, right?
Nate, what's AMC?
Yeah. It's music. It's a movie theater, dipshit.
Oh. I thought you meant...
We already told you about that.
Easy.
Yes, we worked at the AMC.
See,
and
we have to handle you the same way. Easy. Calm down.
Easy.
We worked at the AMC television channel together.
Yeah.
Yes.
How dare you kill off people's...
We're actually secretly rich because we streamlined the AMC Plus.
Yeah. I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes. We actually, if you do want some television tea, I actually worked at TMZ for a while. I can give you a whole bunch of tea on TMZ. Because what are they going to do? Come after me? I was there for like 3 or 4 months, and then they were like, I went on vacation because I wanted to go home, and They were like, "This." I was like, "This
Were
isn't."
you
working.
ever on the actual like TV show?
So I'm told between July and August of 2014, if you look in the back, you can see me. And on TMZ Live, I can't remember her name.
No, I
the
want
woman
you.
who
To,
did,
I want you to chime up and then have the guy fire you.
he can't
That's
fire
what
me
I
now.
would do.
It's I should have like walked up and been like, "Hey, what do I miss?"
Like,
So the thing
hey,
about
I just found this motherfucker. And it's like, you're out. Like, all right, bye, bitch.
Well, they waited until I was out of town too to like have this conversation with me, and I'm like, "Really, guys? Like, I probably wasn't going to show up anyway." So I don't know. It's so that show that you see actually films in the morning. So I had to be at work at like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I didn't.
Well, yeah,
leave
you have
until, like,
to. You have to. You know, like get every story you can first thing.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but the news also breaks during the day as well. I don't remember how they added it. I don't remember.
I always thought it was like maybe like in the middle of the night.
No.
And
So
then
it
it
films.
aired first thing in the morning.
No. Oh, I don't know. When I grew up, when I was growing up in Indy, it was syndicated to TMZ at night. And I think it is here in Orlando too.
Are you talking about on the radio or TV?
On TV.
Okay.
We can talk about TV on the radio. Wolf Like Me is a great song. Nate, right?
Meh.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, I'll take it.
See, I promise he's here and he's live.
He sounds very distant. So is Nate on a different microphone and we can all hear each other?
Oh yeah,
Or-
he's on a mic. It's he just doesn't like to say a whole lot.
Yeah. Nate, would you like to tell some stories about AMC or I can? Because I had one. I always have with Nate. I always have a story in my arsenal involving Nate. I can tell it now, Nate. You don't know what I'm going to tell, but may I tell it anyway?
I think we should let Nate tell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you have okay, Nate, tell your stories. I will tell yours. I want to see if we have the same story. There's one story
Cool.
that I remember about you.
I am soaking this up like a goddamn sponge.
Nate, do you tell your stories? I want to hear from your perspective the memories of us when we were young, mischievous little shits.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time that fucking and this actually isn't AMC. That has nothing to do with AMC.
Oh my god.
But remember how hard we would fuck with Jerry?
Yes, yes. That is one of the stories I was going to tell. Yes.
You both tell it. Please. Please.
No.
Okay, Nate.
And they may not think this is that funny, but I would put Post-it notes
Yes, this is the story.
on people's cars.
Exactly what you're talking about.
And it would say shit like, I just saw Jesus, and I would give, it would say Jerry, and I put his real actual phone number.
Oh no. You did not.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
And one was, I'm sorry, I randomly backed over your kid. No, dude, seriously.
Do you
That-
remember? Go ahead.
That one got the cops called on us.
Yes, it did. Do you remember how the Post-it note started? Do you remember that whole story of like?
You're about to give me a headache, man.
Do you, Nate? Do you remember how that started? Because I remember the very night we started doing that.
It was at your house.
It was at my house. It was at a party, and there were a couple of us just sitting around. And I think there were 3 of us in this group. Someone said, "Hey, I have post."
Who was the third?
A girl we don't talk to anymore. It was
Okay,
you
fair
probably
enough.
yeah, we don't. She's long gone. But we were sitting there, and one of us said, I think it was her. She had Post-it notes, and I said, "Oh, it'd be funny to put notes on the car." Then Nate performs the coup de grace and says, "We should, or not coup de grace, the coup d'état of all pranks," and says, "Let's put Jerry's number on there." So it escalated so high, and I remember the absolute best one that we ever did was, "Sorry, I may have."
He said sorry first.
The Post-it note it starts with sorry. It goes, "Sorry, I may have broken your door handle trying to break in." Call
Nathan.
Jerry.
Nathan.
Call Jerry, and we put his real number.
Nathan. You did not.
Yes,
You did?
Yes.
My
I remember
boy.
that to this day.
My boy. You used to be deviant.
Oh, it was horrible. And then we thought, we're like, well, we're not going to take it seriously. Jerry calls us the next day and says, "Hey, the police just called me. What were you guys doing last night?" And and we're sitting there thinking, oh my God, like I was like, I'm never gonna get out of this. I'm never gonna go to college. Like, they're gonna arrest me. Like, I'm gonna have to do time. Like, I started like really panicking because I thought it was funny, and
It's all funny until someone gets hurt.
until the police call, and I just
Exactly.
was hysterical. Just like I was like, I know like another girl who was in on it. She was like, "Oh my God, man, we're gonna fry. Like, they're gonna get us."
Oh my God, we're gonna fry.
But it was one of the best things we've ever
That's fucking
done.
funny. And where was that? Down here or up in Indy?
That was up in Indy. That was on the south side of Indy in my
Okay.
neighborhood.
How far away
where-
from Canby were you guys?
I don't know Canby. You know Canby, Nate?
I do not.
I know it was
I don't
on
know,
the
Canby.
outskirts, but
I don't
anyways.
know.
No, dude.
I
But
don't-
I am loving the insight here on Nate's life because he doesn't like to tell his stories. But we have a stinger for that, and you'll hear it on this episode.
I can't wait. Do I get a preview now?
Maybe.
If you can, don't worry about it.
But the the girl that we don't talk to anymore, haven't talked to in years, she called me up, and she was freaking out, just going, "Oh my God, I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. There's nothing. I mean, I just can't go to jail." It's like, "You'll be all right."
All right, see if you can hear this.
Hey, Starch, how about a story?
Nah, sit down and shut up.
Oh, come on.
Fine, but leave me alone after this.
I heard "Leave Me Alone" in Nate's disgruntled voice, and that's all I need.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. I had my cousin's kid do the script, and then Nate came home from work and did the other bit, and I just put it together.
Nate was
No,
a
you
very-
understand that it's weird because like you're calling him Nate, and here in the studio and you know on the podcast we call him Sarge.
Really?
Yes, sir, Sarge.
I didn't see. When did that name develop, Nate? Because I've always only
How
known
did that
you as,
actually originate, dude?
Yeah, tell us.
I have no idea.
Me neither.
Because you weren't in the military. I met you right after high school.
Oh, I remember. Because me and your boy Nate love to watch Cops. Okay?
Sorry.
So whenever... What are you, cracking knuckles or doing Chinese
no,
New Year's? What are you doing?
Sorry, I had to get some water. I didn't know you could hear that.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But no, the whole thing.
I mean, those were my knuckles. Yeah, my brass knuckles. Continue.
Oof, wowza. Get him, Sarge.
Continue, y'all.
There you go.
I'm just cracking my knuckles off.
Oh, that's all. No, the thing is that we watch Cops religiously. And,
Nice.
and the thing is that whenever he gets all toasty, he'll be like, get him! Put him down! That's probably cocaine. It's like it's like he's commenting on cops. Right? So he's the sergeant that they don't ever call for. Okay? So the Sarge is always there. So we named him Sarge. If you look up, go on. Okay, can you go online right now?
Let me see. I can do it on my phone, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't have a.
Just look up www.practicallyfriendspodcast.com and then you'll see. Got him a fucking hat. Fucking drill sergeant hat with a little piss pot. Golden.
Oh, wait, hold on.
What was that? Gold plated piss pot. Come on.
Oh,
now.
under photos, maybe?
Or I guess maybe members or whatever. It's my nephew, my producer, that does it.
I see. Are you the guy who's in most of the photos, Kyle? Because I actually do remember you.
Maybe, yeah, with the hat.
Yeah, the hat, yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. I don't see any of Nate in a hat.
No,
Oh, here we
no, not in a hat.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
the
I see
Sarge.
Nate now. Yeah,
What?
I see Sergeant.
Do you see the descriptions?
I don't yet.
Okay, it's all right. It's
All
fine.
right, okay. All right, I see Sarge. It says the friends.
Fuck yeah,
I see
Sarge.
Sergeant Nate. I don't practically friends podcast, aka the drunken ass. Oh, see, I don't know how much else you know about Nate. Like, I could tell.
I've known
Sarge,
this motherfucker for what? 15?
15 years.
15 years. I know this guy.
So I've known. It's been. Yeah, I knew him almost 20, but life took us here and there. Nate and I have managed to stay connected in
It's
some
okay.
fashion.
We're not trying to, piss on a contest or nothing.
No, but I would lose that too. I'm not very competitive.
No, he's my best friend, and if he vouches for you, you're my friend.
Nate is an amazing guy. Nate, like, I remember we had a slumber party one night.
Slumber party?
Yeah, this is
apparently... Oh my God, did y'all do each other's makeup and shit?
Nate was like, hey, do you want to stay the night? And I'm like, okay, sure. And I remember looking at Nate, because Nate told me one time, I think drunk, he was like, I was a straight A student in high school.
Yeah,
I'm like,
he was.
Oh, okay.
And I was
like, really interesting. And I looked at his yearbook, and I remember, like, one of his accolades was, like, straight A honor roll. Like, Nate was Nate's brilliant. And then I remember his quote in his yearbook was, that is a tasty burger from Pulp Fiction.
Was it? Was it? No fucking way.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is something.
Isn't that amazing?
That is something that you needed to share with Jax here. Wow, that is a tasty burger.
And it was so funny because that's what was underneath his straight A 4.0 GPA honor roll bullshit was, this is a tasty burger. I'm like, Nate.
That is amazing, dude. That is amazing. They took my shit out of the...
What does yours say?
Oh, I didn't have nothing.
Oh.
Ow.
I didn't either.
No, it's like they caught me like in like a side, like a side picture. But then other than that, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Wait, side picture?
Yeah, like I was like on the side of a picture.
But you have like your yearbook photo, right?
What, like high school?
Yeah, is that what we're talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about too. Yeah, there was like Nate had like, 'cause the seniors always get the really good, like they get like the professional photos done. That's what
See,
Nate's was.
I treated high school just like prison. I was almost like you can't really see me because I was behind the popular kids.
You were behind the general population.
It's like you can't see me. I'm just gonna float through this bitch until I'm allowed out.
See, high school I think was like the biggest joke, and Nate knew me when I was in high school. Like it was a joke, and high school was really fucking hard for me. I mean, also this is like early mid 2000s. I was like the token gay kid. And
may I ask something?
Yes. Yeah.
Were you out at that time?
I was. Yeah, I came out when I was 4. Yeah, I came out when I was in 14.
And what year was that?
Oh gosh, that was early 2003.
Okay.
And I did it because
good for you, man.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun.
I remember because I thought this football player was like really hot, and I was like,
all
and
of
this
Mar,
girl
right?
who
you know what I'm
what's
saying?
that?
All of Mar, right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't. What?
All the football players are hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not anymore. I mean,
Picky.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm no prized possession,
really.
but I'm better looking and I'm in better shape than most of the people who played football who I had a crush on in high school with.
Okay.
Like, it's like, so I was like,
Fuck
and like
them,
one
right?
of the exactly. I mean, not anymore. I probably wouldn't even for practice, but like, but back then, like the cheerleader,
This guy's
yeah.
cool. Just saying.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. A cheerleader told him because she was like, "Hey, like maybe you should like tell him." I'm like, "Well, whatever. Everyone's gonna be really cool," and it wasn't. And like she told him, and then like I was like,
Nate, were you part of this? Were you
No,
there for this?
Nate. No, this was middle school. So I was in middle school.
This was before you met Nate.
Yeah. So this was like 2 years before I met Nate because I met Nate in 2005.
So you had already come out.
I was already. Yeah. I was already I was already out.
Right on.
When we and it was in high school was a joke. Like I don't know, it wasn't fun. Like it was hard like academically. And then I went to college and college was super fucking easy. Like I was getting A on my trigonometry homework in college. I'm like, how? Like I got like D minuses in algebra 1. Like I don't know, maybe I just grew into my mind. I don't know what happened, but yeah,
you heard it here first, folks. Go to college before you finish high school.
Exactly. Yes, that's But also, I think maybe like for some of the college professors, like they were all like hippies in the 70s, and I don't even know how many of them are still alive 10 years later.
Burnouts.
But yeah, they were like they had a cushy tenure track job at a college in southern Indiana, and they're like, everyone gets B's. Now I'm going to go drink wine and watch Rachel Maddow. So like that's like I
Phil Donahue.
Yeah, exactly. So like them, it was just whatever. But for like the high school teachers who are under the thumb of the school and the state and the school board and and standards and practices within the school, like that is really their job, and they put a lot of hard work into it. And I just was like, I can't deal with these ever changing demands. I can tell you horror stories about like high school teachers, but I honestly like working at ANC with Nate. I mean, we had a core group, and Nate was part of it, and Nate was a hard worker, and we would always go out. It was I don't want to say their names, but yeah, Nate was part of a core group,
You
and
can
Nate
just
is
say them like the first initials or whatever. You can say their names, and I'll meet them out.
We could say, well, one of them. I mean, she went by her initials, which were JJ. Who actually, Nate, is not the person who I was referring to earlier. The person I was referring to, her name started with an S and ended with TV.
Nate, do you know who he's talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that was the one. Yeah. No. JJ, Nate, myself, James, like we're kind of like a core 4 of people. And I still
Core 4, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God, Scream 6 is one of the best sequels ever made.
Dude, Core 4, we got.
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, it's kind of funny that you say Core 4 because it's me, your boy Nate, and then my nephew Jax, and then our friend Tate.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That was Tate, not Taint, right? Just want to make sure.
100%.
Okay, Tate. Okay, gotcha.
95%. He's the prettiest one on the website if you look on there.
Oh, let me go. Hold on 1 second.
He's gonna go look at him. No, he's the most handsome fucker on the show. We keep him around. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Tate, yeah. Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, good on Tate. I mean...
Oh my God. There's a lot of hesitation. There's a lot of pregnant pauses there.
It was more of like, how much do I want to hit on this dude who is probably straight?
Dude, he's going to love it.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tate. Holla at your boy. I get free SeaWorld tickets.
There you go.
Let's go on a date, Tate. Yep, I got a spare bedroom. It's cool. We can make it happen.
No, but
he can rope both of them in.
have you heard from any of those people?
I actually added me at on Instagram. This name, for the love of God, you will have to bleep out. What? Okay, was a football player at a neighboring school who worked at AMC with us. If that's not an identifier, I don't know who is. But as Nate knows, this is who I lost my virginity to.
Whoa!
Yeah. And
Whoa!
I know, isn't that a bombshell? We were friends, and we were at a party. Nate was at the party. Do you remember those epic?
You've never told me.
Do you remember the big spring break parties at his house, right?
Yep.
What some of the best nights, that was like almost 20 years ago. Some of the best nights of my life were spring break 2006.
Best sex?
Best times.
Oh,
the sex has gotten monumentally better in my life in the 20 years. It hasn't gotten worse. You know, that was, I mean, at the time it was the best and the worst.
You're like, oh my God, you're like, it's like talking to it. I don't want to make this sound bad. It's like talking to a dude about chicks, but guys.
Yes. Like,
I love this.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, like,
how gentle was he? That son of a bitch.
I mean, not. I remember that. I mean, I was like, I don't know, like, this is interesting. But no, it was, and then like I ran like out of the room, and James was like,
you ran out of the room.
Well, not like afterwards. I was like, well, I better go clean up now. I was like, I told like, please don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone. And like, I run up to Nate, like, Nate, guess what I just did? I just fucked my straight friend. Like,
you fucked a straight friend, and you immediately ran to Nate
to tell him, because
you think he would keep a secret?
No, because everyone knew, and partially because of me. And like, I don't know if you knew this, Nate, but James and I actually kept that up for 4 or 5 years. Like, he was married, and we took a break from that, and then
on and off for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and it was like, and we decided, we're like, well, we're just gonna stop this. And then I was in town for college one night. And
may I ask you a question real quick? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
no, please.
This guy, was he like denying the fact that he was gay, or like experimenting or something? Was it like a secret? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it was kind of an experiment, and then after like we hooked up, we talked a little bit about it. He's like, "Yeah, I think I'm bi." I'm like, "Yes!" Like,
you're like, "Yes,"
because I had the opposite, where this guy.
This is like the straightest gay guy I've ever talked to.
Well, thank you. I've actually been told that, but that's like fine. Like, that's like,
get that ass, son.
Yeah, exactly. But no, like, that was a huge compliment, because, and then James was like, I don't know if we should do this again. And like every party we had, and then like years later when we were in our 20s,
please don't tell me that he was like, if I strike out with vag, let's go upstairs.
I'm fine being a last resort.
Was it like that though?
No, it never was. No.
Okay, good.
No.
Good.
He, there was one night after we were both 21, we went out drinking on the south side of Indy, and we were like, we're not going to do this anymore. We're not going to do this anymore. Guess what? We ended up right back at his place. And it was very, it was fun. And, that was fun. Now, I'll tell you what's not fun is being 16, 17, and then, going on a date with a guy, and then him messaging you and saying, actually, I decided I'm not gay.
After the fact?
Yeah, I'm the one who's he's like, maybe I'm gay.
Well, now,
and then he went on a date
I'm
with
sorry,
me.
because we do have listeners, and I'm going to block everything out that you asked me to. But the thing is that guy is like, oh, I guess, I'm not into that. Who was the top and bottom?
So we didn't even get to that point. We went on a car ride and we had a picnic in a fucking park.
Okay.
And then that. Wait, hold on. Are you talking about the guy who decided he wasn't gay?
Yes.
Okay. So
who was on the top? Who's on bottom?
So the one who decided that he wasn't gay when he met me, we just went to a park and I don't know, played Tiddlywinks or something. We didn't
Tiddlywinks.
We didn't. Then the guy who I hooked up with, James from old.
That sounds all like a fun game.
It was, and it turned him straight, motherfucker. I don't know. I was like, come on now.
Come on now.
James is the one, the guy who I lost my virginity to, who Nate knows, who we were all good friends with. We were switch hitters that night.
You talking about taking turns?
There we go.
See, I don't know the full terms. And
I don't either. People.
I'm sorry for not knowing, but that sounds cool.
It was. I was like,
he's all it was. It was.
I was like, hey, we gotta have. I don't know. You gotta have the full experience. It's I don't know, a dinner and a show. You gotta have it all, I guess. But I don't know. But there are new things all the time.
Dinner and a show, the motherfucker says.
But there are new. That's I don't know. Switch. I think switch hitter is actually the wrong terminology. I think switch hitter is.
I think team player.
Versatile is the word I'm looking for. Switch hitter is where you jerk off with both hands. Yeah, that's. Switch hitter is where you jerk off with both hands, and that's I don't know if he's that. We didn't get to that.
Hell, you can do that with anybody.
Yeah, exactly. That's come on now. It's bush league. But
right, Nate? Yeah.
Nate, are you ambidextrous?
Ambidextrous.
No. I said what I said. Ambidextrous.
What's that mean?
Where you jack off with both hands. I'm not Samantha from Sex and the City. I like my hard alcohol. I'm not going to drink Cosmos.
He's such a Samantha.
I think after this conversation, I think the listeners are like, that homo. He's a Samantha.
No. Yeah, I think you're going to be the resident gay. I think.
Please, anything to give me attention. I need it.
Yeah, dude. I think every time we have a question, we're going to call you up. It's like, hey, man, we got a question.
No, please do. I will be more than happy to answer.
So you're verbally saying that you are now the official gay of Practically Friends podcast.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Ouch.
No, I would
How about you just say that we can call you?
It's let's make it real formal. Can I be the official sodomite of the podcast?
Okay.
That's because I really we need to
the
really
official
appeal.
Sodomite of the podcast.
Let's
I love it. Whatever you want to be called, buddy.
I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know what's the proper term. I
don't know.
I want to go sodomite.
I don't know.
Call me anything but late for dinner.